Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz and this is WELDERFABBER. And that's our Friday Frank there, just welding the last part of the wash ramp up. And we've just got a steel delivery from Genesis Steel. These are my #1 plate supplier. Well, they hung these boys yesterday. So we've got some S355, 20, 25 and 30mm plate, 3 by 1.5 sheets, or there and thereabouts. So that'll just tell you what kind of work we've got coming in with this material coming in. Big Dave on the 5-ton cat. Dave, you do us a favour pal and sort that rack out and put him neatly on the rack. Yeah, top man. Our #1 labourer there, or should I say DTMs. Well, big thanks to Tom and the boys at Genesis. So we brought the steel rack round from the other yard there, that big steel rack at the back. We just need to get it sorted out. And I'd still say that's my best purchase so far, that side loader. Absolutely brilliant when steel comes in that needs to be transported into the workshop. There's our big Rick. Now then, this one here, just stop for 1 second there, Nat. Can you speak?
Yeah.
Well, can you see that big fat lip there? Big fat lip. Now then, he's never been as quiet in his life. Look at him, you can just see by the look on his face, can't you? Look at that face, Tabo. Oh, I think the boy's been up to no good this weekend. Listen, you'll grow out of them years. I remember being in them years and you're about to grow out of them. Lad's 35 years old now and he should be out of them years. Look at that 5-ton cat, pick them up, no problem. Good sort out there, Dave, lad. Be careful with them tipping it forward like that. Got tab on the plasma. I don't know how we'd manage without that plasma, I'll be honest with you. So this is another Kemper unit that we've got. 3-phase one. It does a self-cleaning cycle. Absolute brilliant bit of kit. Got some serious suction power. You see that from up there? And really that should be 300mm away from the weld. Oh, Dad's on the gun. Look at that suction from up there. I'm going to get a few more of them. Just love how. Look at that. Look at that. Daz, what do you think of them?
Nearly stuck me up there before, eh?
Yeah. Oh, it's like. Whoosh. Whoosh. I have actually got a gauze for that and some lights.
Yeah.
Some lights to go on it like the other one.
Yeah, it would be more effective with that.
Yeah. I've just got to have it fitted to the actual arm itself. But really, really impressed with these Kemper units, I tell you. So I might get a couple more for it workshop. I like buying me gadgets, don't I? I like getting me gadgets. So Tom's just been down from Stuart Taylor's International. In fact, that's where I bought the Nugent trailer from. Proper trailer, them. Anyone looking for a trailer? Nugent trailer are the best by a country mile, telling you now. You get all these other brand trailers, I've pulled them all, and they rattle about and everything. They don't make a noise as smooth as anything. Anyway, this is coming off, I think it's off a mobile chipper or something like that. What these tooth holders welding on. So we'll gouge the ones off that are marked and get them welded on. We've also had 3 buckets coming from Max Civils. Same size as that, all got new edges on. So Cal's about to put some new edges on them now. Two more in here. That ramp section will be out of the workshop today, and then there'll just be the stairs to do. The stairs and the platform to do for Glebe Quarry. These are the other 2. Straightforward enough, just need edges on them. These are for a groundwork company, Max Civils, so they never need teeth. They never need teeth on buckets, so we're going to take that off, take the adapters off, and weld another edge underneath that edge. Oh, our Cal is, should we say? Might as well do it with all 3, Cal. Yeah, because they're never going to need teeth. I mean, really, if you was to take that off, that adapter off there, that edge would probably be all right. But just give it a little bit more because they like a nice sharp edge. Do you know what I mean? When they're digging it ground, they want a nice sharp edge. Adapter's knackered there anyway, can you see? So a nice steady flow of work, in, out, in, out. That's what we like. Oh, Big Dave. Look at him. Big Dave, you got a little fan crew out there, Big Dave?
A little. I don't want a big one, I want a little.
You want a little fan crew?
Just a little. Same size as me.
Same size as you. That's going in for a test this week, that fork truck. Off our friends at Pendle Fork Trucks, that we bought the cat off. So we want Lola certificates on all the forklifts. What we're aiming for anyway. The little forklift that I got from Beach Hall, that little forklift that I got, that needs a bit of money spending on it, but I'm going to spend the money on it because we got the forklift for free, didn't we? Cheers again, once again, James. I'll just show you what DTM boys are doing down here. A tree bench. Some steel work, they got some going on in some houses as well. So this will be, well, I'll let JJ explain. Yeah, pal.
Alright,
This is JJ for our viewers if you've not seen him before. Alright, bud.
I'm on there.
Tell us about this.
It's a round bench going around the trees for Garstang Town Centre.
Is it for council?
Yeah, Wire Council.
So how are you going to split that in half?
We'll split it in half and have 2 cross members at the centre points and have it bolted through the cross members.
What drawing have we got? Let's have a look at the drawing. Oh, I think this is another one that my pal did, Adam Clark Cad. Yeah. Go on.
Where it crosses here, we're going to put double the cross members up there and bolt through the cross members.
Right. Yeah, pretty straightforward enough, isn't it?
Yeah. Instead of having a plate on the end and bolting through, just going to keep it so it's all nice and neat, the joints are nice and tidy. Yeah.
Another one drawn by Adam at Clark Cad. Could take him on full time, couldn't I? We should take him on full time, Ad. I think you should come work for us full time, kid. Proper truck. More steel sections just landed in, and we just took a rake into the workshop with the side loader. And HSL Construction have just turned up for this little patch planer that we did for them. A guy called Rich Kitchen. Nice van set up there. Is that your van, Rich? This is Rich from HSL. How you doing, pal?
How you doing? Yeah, alright mate.
Good settle that, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
What do you do?
Try and keep it right. So I'm like maintenance, so any vehicle breakdowns, plant breakdowns, we'll go out to it and
It's always nice to see a tidy van.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit like that. I have to have a bit of organisation.
Cal, you need to look at back of this because your van ain't looking like that at the minute.
I'm too busy for that at the minute.
I'm too busy for that. You've always got plenty of time to clean your van. Now, Rich, tell us a bit about this planer that we've just done for you. Cal, take that phone out of my pocket before I throw it in bin. It's not stopped ringing.
Yeah, so it's a tarmac patch planer that goes on a skid steer. Quite a versatile bit of kit really. Can plane out with the skid steer, and then once they've done that, they can sweep the planings up with a brush attachment that's on it as well. Yeah, 400mm wide cutting drum. So yeah, quite versatile and a good bit of kit.
Bit of money you want, am I not?
I think years ago when we bought these, obviously the company that made these have gone bust now years ago. So you can't actually buy this setup anymore, or at least I don't believe you can. But yeah, I think we probably paid about 10 grand for it about 9 years ago. Probably a bit more now for the different varies. I think it's a Simex one now that they do, and I think last time I priced one of them up, you probably 16 grand, something like that.
Yeah. So these alterations that we've done to it, well, it should make it back to like new again, should it?
Yes, yeah, like I say, it's probably about 9 years old this, and it's had a lot of work.
9 years old?
Yeah.
This section here that worn away, was that running against a curb or something?
Yeah, so that would run against the curb edge as it's planing. Obviously that's why this side, that's more or less flush, so you can get right up to the curb edge on that side.
Yeah.
You won't be able to do it on that side, so you'd have to plane towards.
We did actually drop a bit of a bollock here, Cal, didn't we, when we first did this? We made them pins there too short, didn't we?
Too short, so it didn't fit the trolley.
Yeah. Well, it was my fault, to be fair, because I never showed Callum the pictures that you sent me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I looked at it. I looked at Cal when he'd done it. And I thought, I better just check them pictures.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was trying to find some better pictures for you. What I should have done is take some pictures or a video of it working before I brought it up to you, so you could see at least how it goes. But I went through my phone. I couldn't find anything on my phone for you as a reference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, these wheels here could just do with probably replacing at some point. Yeah.
We'll take some measurements and of a good one and try and reference it, and then be a.
I can always get it made up for you.
Job for you.
You know, my little Indian father.
Yeah. That'd be just up his street, that, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I can soon make them for you. All right. Right, so you're good to go, pal.
Yeah, get strapped up and get going.
HSL Construction Limited, and once again, paid in full.
Yeah.
That's how we like it. Cheers, Rich.
Thanks, mate.
All right, mate. My old gaffer, one of my old gaffers, CH plant. Another bucket coming in. And then this is off a shore machine, apparently. An old shore machine. So it might be an old iMac or something like that. For Rick Hurt. So we want a new edge on it and a new floor in it. And they want it painting up. Blasting and painting, he wants it. Our new gas supplier, Energas. So we decided to go with Energas because we found them way cheaper than BOC. So just get a stillage at a time. Save us messing about going up to BOC as well. So we got some mixer for the welders and we got some pure argon, 2 pure argon. Also got a stillage of oxygen. in the workshop, and some forklift gas. Way cheaper than BOC. I'm quite annoyed about BOC because the bills just kept going out bigger and bigger and bigger. So I've just received a parcel from my ex-missus, which is Maximus's mum, my son Maximus, and it says, "So proud of WELDERFABBER and DTM Fabrications and Martin Brother Holdings. It's great to see you all together again. Love, Sarah." So I'd just like to say a big thank you to my ex-missus. We've not been together now for, let's say, 15 years, something, maybe a little bit longer, but still my best friend. And any advice I can give to people, this younger generation, if you do split up with somebody and you have got a child, the best way forward with that relationship, yeah, it might finish on good terms, bad terms, you're better finishing it on good terms for the children. And we've stayed best friends ever since we split up. And she married a good friend of mine, and I was at the wedding. That's how it should be. I'm just going to check the gimbal out on the camera and how it follows me around the room. Oh, then that is cool. These little DJI cameras are really good. I think it's a Pocket Cam 3. So thank you, Sarah Gillibrand, much appreciated. I am going to now go and give one of these out to all the boys. Brownies. So we've got a lot of work coming up where we need a lot of drilling. So we need a couple of mag drills, and I want to start beveling my own edges, you know, like the edges that we put on buckets. I'm buying a lot of edges, whereas I think we could cut the material ourselves and put our own bevel on the plates, yeah? So basically make our own edges. I know you might be thinking, oh, well, you can't bevel the Hardox edge, you'll have to gas cut it. Well, there are machines out there that do bevel Hardox edges. So we're going to have a trip over, where is it, Rick?
In Burnley.
Burnley. JEI Solutions, they're called.
Junction 9, M65 it is.
Junction 9, 65. Yeah. So we're going to jump on motorway now and go and have a chat with these men, see if they've got a couple of drills in, because we could do with some drills today.
I need a mag base for tomorrow. I've got a job on tomorrow.
Have you?
Yeah, I need a mini beast.
Mini beast mag drills, yeah. Proper little mag drill. I've got a couple of them anyway. Yeah, but if you Dan can buy his own, can't he?
Yeah. Well, I need it, man. I've got new van now, so I've got to stock it.
Yeah, Rick's got the new van. So we'll head over to JEI, have a chat with them men, and hopefully they'll have a beveler in to look at, because they're an impressive thing. Have you seen them before?
Yeah, well, I've seen some videos on them. Yeah, they look good.
Anyway, we'll get to JEI and we'll get the camera back out when we get there. And here we are at JEI. I've never been here before, Rick, have you?
Yeah, I've been a few times. They do some TCT cutters that are going end of a pistol drill, and they're a different game. Really are unbelievable.
Local firm, you see. I like to always deal with.
Yeah, look at
that. That's the perfect thing. I can't believe they got one.
That's
in.
only mild steel. I wonder if they can do it in Hardox as well, though.
I doubt it'll do Hardox. We could try it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That one, it needs special tips in it, won't it?
Yeah.
That's
To finish on that, imagine how long it'd take to do that with a gas axe and a grinder.
Well, you just have to put straight line cuts on it, on an angle. Let's have a look round it. All right, pal.
Hiya.
How we doing? You all right?
What's your name?
It's Dave.
I'm Baz. All right, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you there, I'm Rick.
Nice to meet
you.
you.
Buddy.
Right, so I'm from WELDERFABBER Limited. Rick from DTM Fabrications. All right, we've just been talking. We need a couple of mag drills, and we're going to look at beveling machines.
Right, okay.
I can't believe you got one there.
Yeah.
Sat there.
Yeah, we have them ready.
So you want to talk about that, pal?
Well, that's the ABM 50, capable of putting up to a 50mm wide bevel on steel plate in just 4 passes. As you can see, it's a heavy duty piece of kit.
What we're saying, we are not so.
Yeah, RDOC's not a problem.
Really?
Duplex. Yeah, it's a really good solid machine. Variable speed. It's got a display, so you know exactly what you're going to get. There's no guessing, looking at gauges. You can see exactly what you're doing.
Cool. Is there any chance we could have one of these on demo?
Yeah,
point,
of
at some point.
course, yeah.
Because I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. Obviously, you don't know us. Do you know, we build a lot of buckets, and I buy a lot of edges for buckets, basically.
Right.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, Ardocs and Mal.
What are you thinking of? Cut them on plasma and...
I'm thinking just cut strips on plasma, 30, 40, 50 mil, put beveler on them, bang.
Yeah.
Don't need to buy any more edges.
No.
Especially if it'll do Ardocs.
Yeah.
And also, you don't have to do them, say you have to buy 2 metres or whatever, you can do it whatever you want, it's no waste.
Yeah.
So you're going to save.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. You know, this is just one of many we do. There's a lot of other machines that might be of interest. Maybe a stationary beveler, but you know, we can look at that at a later date.
Obviously they're the mag drills, we're after mini beast today, so...
Yeah, plenty of mag drills. You know, that's what we're well known for.
And that's obviously a beveler as well, is it?
Yeah, that's a manual beveler. That's capable of putting up to a 25 mil bevel on steel plate.
That'd be a good thing, Rick. That'd be a good thing.
That'd be handy for us, that.
Yeah.
Especially for staircases and things like that, when you're finishing off it.
Them little saws that you do at Mint as well, aren't they?
Yeah, very
Little chop
popular.
saws.
Yeah, the chop saws are good. The Evo blades, we really use some of Evo.
Yeah, the very popular machines, a lot better than your abrasive ones.
Alan, what's that?
This is a range of welding carriages for welding automation. A lot of people are going that way now to get away with, you know, any human error, fatigue. They're fully programmable.
Proper thing, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, that, isn't it?
These go into like shipyards, stainless steel, swimming pool manufacturers, aluminium ramp makers. There's all sorts of industries.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at your mag drills there. You got some mag drills down there?
Yeah, we've got some through here. As you can see, we've got a massive range.
That's it more it does, doesn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, these are like the really robust, heavy duty mag drills with
Right, Paul?
Right. So that one's not that too as well. Rather than having your normal angle.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of a custom thing we do
That's quite good,
to get
that's
into
good.
tight spaces.
That's a really good angle.
So that's what I want today, one of these.
Yeah, Mini Beast, most
If
popular
you got one in
one.
stock.
Yeah, plenty.
And I
That's
want-
the auto feed
Yeah,
version.
I want them, me. I want the auto. That's handy. What's it like if battery, if power to go off, or it's a bit with blunt? What would
Yeah.
it do if the bit were blunt?
It'd just go into overload.
Would it? And shut itself down?
It shut itself down, yeah.
Right. Sound, because I mean, I always wondered about on the mag drills.
Yeah.
It's like you can get the mag drills now, can't you? With
With
a
a
twist
thingy
lock.
magnet on that we've got
In
on
case
the
power
plasma.
goes off, it's locked
Yeah,
on
like
anyway,
we've got
isn't
the
it?
plasma, the magnet on the plasma.
But I always wondered with auto feed, if it was to get a blunt bit, would it push itself off?
Yeah, lifted, because obviously...
If
know what I
it
mean?
disconnected from the plate, the motor stops.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right, so it has a shutdown on it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, sound.
Sometimes when you're doing it by hand,
Oh, what's that
you
one?
feel it, don't you?
Mini Beast cordless.
Oh, wow.
Mini Beast cordless. Look at that bad boy. Rick, why have we come here today? It's going to cost me a fortune. Why have we come here today?
So now, does that magnet work off power, or is that a magnet?
It
Obviously,
works off battery.
It works off battery.
But the motor will stop working and there'll be still plenty of power in the battery to keep it
I'm with you.
magnetised
Yeah,
for
so it won't
a
lock
decent
that,
period of time, yeah.
Won't shut itself down and
And have
spin
you
itself
thought about
off.
doing the lock magnets? Have you done any of them? You know,
Yeah, we've got one of them on the Mini Beast there.
Right, okay.
Um,
Because they are
This-
a good bit of kit, because I've been on sites before, and you've got a 110 lead plugged in, and had someone, lead could be a couple of weeks away, no one knows that you're using, they unplug it, you're mag drilling away, and next thing, mag drill falls on you.
Yeah,
You know, so
well,
it's something like that.
you know, you're always
when you're
using
not relying on power.
your safety strap, aren't
Yeah,
you?
well, of course we are. every time.
But yeah, so there's one actually, we call it the Mini Beast Ultra. So it's got a permanent magnet base. So if you had a power outage, it stays stuck there. Yeah. It's also capable of going onto curved surfaces as well as pipe.
That will be handy. Definitely, yeah.
Have you got some good countersink bits in?
Yeah, high quality countersinks for hard
That
ox.
one's for hard ox.
How did you know I was going to say that then? Look at that. That's for hard ox.
Hard ox, yeah. Really good feedback on those.
You're killing me. This is going to cost me a fortune.
And
Is that for hard ox as well?
Yeah,
Yep.
the cutters for hard ox, yeah.
I'll be very keen. Will it go for hard ox 500?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it certainly will, yeah.
They feel light them, don't they? Why are they so light? I think, Rick.
Yeah, they look good then. You're lighter than the normal one, aren't they?
Maybe it's because they're a thinner wall.
The only thing if we're going to do our own edges with countersunk bolts, you'd have to use countersunk bolts. We couldn't use plough bolts. Whereas you normally use plough bolts with a little square, don't you? And
Yeah.
they're actually like milled, aren't they?
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
So
something different, yeah.
we could try it though, just with normal like 12.9s and lock them off with lock nuts. We always tack the nuts to the thread anyway to stop them coming loose. So you could just use normal nuts, you know, instead of plough bolts and stuff. But yeah, right. Let's do a little bit of a deal here. All right.
Yeah.
Sound. I knew it was a bad idea
I'm a bad influence.
bringing you.
We've ended up with too much, haven't we? Well, that's what we need, to be honest with you. Have you seen these?
So we've gone full shebang. We thought we'd support our local company and buy a load of tackle. And why not? So that will do hard ox. Be very interested to see that'll do hard ox, yeah?
Yeah,
Hard ox 500.
absolutely, yeah.
Sound.
And then you said you need some all saws.
Yeah, these also here.
These are all saws. That's the pack you get, but honestly, you're used to using Starretts and things like that. These are a different level. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, well, we'll give them a try. So, all I will say, guys, is thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
And what we'll do is we'll get you down to our workshop with the beveler.
Yeah.
And if that's all right with you.
Absolutely, yeah.
If we can come up with a date and a bit of a plan on probably next month.
Yeah,
Will that be all right with you?
just let me know and we'll bob down with it.
I'll be very interested to make my own edges.
If it does
money
a
that
hard
way.
ox,
I'm forever flying over to Manchester to pick edges up, and if we make them myself, do you know what I mean? Happy days.
Yeah.
All right, so
look forward to
I'll
it.
put a link in the description of JEI. All right, guys.
Thank you.
So that's the rotor finished now. With 5 new holders on it in various locations. That will now need to have a full set of new teeth in it. That's what you call them. And then this will have to go for balancing. So I spoke to Tom at Stuart Taylor Trailers. To see if he wants us to do it, but I think he's going to come take it away and replace all these, and then we might get it balanced for him. We'll just have to see. That is the last bit of the ramp for Glebe Quarry. We're just doing the walkway and the steps. Frank and Daz, and then that is being collected later on. Cal cutting the feet for the ramp at the bottom end. So Cal, Frank and Tom will all go and fit this down in Cornwall. How many hours drive is it, Cal?
It's 5 3/4, I think.
5 3/4 hour drive?
Yeah.
So it'll be a 3 AM start. 3 AM start, yeah?
We'll get there nice and early.
See how quick they get it done, and then maybe same day back, because you've got 2 drivers, you can switch, can't you? Or just stop in an hotel, whatever you want to do. That's on your head.
See how we feel. See how we get on.
Yeah. So Cal will make that decision once he's fitted the ramp, and whether to stay in a hotel or drive back. See how many hours they work through the day. Buckets are done for Max Civils. So we've cut the adapters off 2 of them. As you can see, it's got a good edge there. There's no point cutting that edge off and replacing it, or welding an edge to teeth when they're never going to use teeth. Same with that one. You just can't really see in the middle there, and we welded a new edge on that one. The only problem with doing that is, you see the leverage from there to there. If it was a bigger bucket, I wouldn't do it, because there's a chance of ripping that off. But because it's only a small bucket, we put a lot more weld on the inside. It should be alright. They're only baby buckets, these, aren't they? Oh, you cut the, yeah, they're the plates there, just getting the length. That's the ramp that will be loaded up. So Mike at Glebe, I think it's his son actually who's coming up to collect this. So they'll double man because of the hours driving time. Load it up, get it back down. I told Mike to unload it, put it in position, and then we shall come down and do the install and hand over. Another ramp out the door. Now I'm just going to go out and buy an SDS drill, SDS Plus or SDS Max, because I want a good drill. These Ilta drills that we got in here, they're a bit tired at the minute, so I'm just going to go and buy a new drill. The boys have just turned up from Glebe Quarry. Jacob, one drive up, we'll have a chat with him in a minute. That's a nice unit, isn't it? That is one nice unit, Mike. We've got it all loaded up now. Now then, this ramp, all the legs, every single leg on this ramp is a different length. And there's my main man from Higgs St Edwards. Here pretty much every day, aren't you, pal?
Certainly am, yeah.
Every day. This man's here. And Max Civils are just turning up with some more buckets. But going back to the ramp, every leg on this ramp is a different length. which has been an absolute pain to fabricate and detail. What we've got there, and hopefully they'll all land in the right position once it lands on site. Darren's there and Jacob's there. Alright Jacob lad.
Alright.
How long did it take to get up here?
8 hours.
8 hours? What time did you set off this morning?
1 o'clock.
1 AM, so you're going to have to pull up somewhere, aren't you, for a
Yeah,
sleep?
9 hours and then cruise on back overnight.
Where are you planning on pulling over?
Bristol, hopefully.
Bristol?
Yeah, or on the way back down, maybe. Yeah, most likely Bristol.
Most
that
likely
sort of
Bristol,
down.
yeah.
It depends where I get to, like traffic and all that sort of stuff. You know what it's like.
It sits on there all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes on quite nice.
So what length's that trailer?
45 foot.
45 foot. So any other viewers watching who maybe want a ramp, this is for an 8-wheeler tipper, 15 tonne. Goes on a 45 foot trailer, no issues at all. How long you work down there, Jacob?
Only 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah, 8 months.
You like it?
Yeah, good as gold.
Yeah?
Yeah, good as gold. Can't fault them, really.
Yeah. Good. All right, pal. Well, nice to meet you. Have a safe journey back down. All right, pal. Yeah, we'll be down. We'll follow you down in a couple of days. All right. Ramp number 6 out the door. And we've got a bit of yard space back now. Filter press.
I'm back again.
Cad's back. Clock cad. So here we are back at JEI Jackson's Fullwood Preston. And I'm just looking at the filter press that CD have put in here. Very, very impressive, I must admit. Right up my street, stuff like this. These are 2 metres by 2.5 metres. How many did he say there was, Ad? Plate wise, I can't remember how many plates there are now, but I don't think there's another one in the UK quite this size. CDE Pro Press. A little message from me to CDE, this is very impressive. So we'll show our viewers where the rotor sieve is going to go within this plant as we walk outside. And it's a nice day in Fullwood today. Quarry life, it's nice to be on a quarry. So the last time we were here a couple of weeks back, none of this canopy was on. It was just a steel portal frame that was sat on the floor, that galvanised frame that you can see there. So the boys from CD have smashed it out of the park. And when this is up and running, I will come and show you all how it works. And if you want me to go into more detail on how it works, let us know within the comments, especially with these plates, because I think they drop 8 at a time. But I'll have to find out more information before I give it you, because I don't want to be giving you false information. So let's have a little wander across and see where the rotor sieve is actually going to be located. If you don't know what a rotor sieve is, basically it is to make a cleaner product sand, basically to make better concrete. That's what the rotor sieve is all about, for getting a cleaner product for the sand. I love this CDE plant. That's like a little log wash. And another job that I've got is changing that screen box up there. Right, boys? So that screen box up there is getting very tired, and that is on my list of jobs to do. I have an order for it, so I can talk about it. Once I have an order in the bag, I will talk about it. so people don't try and steal my work that has been done in the past. So that will be a crane on site job. I'll have to work out how I'm going to have to do that because of the top conveyor. And then that will be a tricky job. I allowed 3 days for that. I'm wondering if it should be a bit more than 3 days. We'll smash that in 3 days. I've got a good crew that's going to come and help me do it, put it that way. And you'll recognise the crew when we do the job. Anyway, we're going to take some dimensions from the concrete now on this plant. So I'm just checking dimensions to the centre of that pipe. So I've had to come up in a basket as the rotor sieve is going to position here. It can't really come out this way past that wall down there. So it needs to be to this side of the wall. So it's making it a bit awkward where we're going to drop the legs down. So we're going to drop a leg down there, just in front of Adam, a little white spot on the floor, and one at that side. And we might have to drop one through the walkway there. And basically where I'm stood here now. So the sieve will be sat over here. This blue pipe here will go into the rotor sieve, and then another pipe will come out of the sieve into that blanking plate over there. So what I'll do, I'll get some drawings off CDE for the actual main plant itself, because they'll have all the dimensions for this, and we'll have to overlay our drawings onto their drawings just to make sure this sieve will actually fit in the right position that it needs to be. So I've got my height now, and it's 7,420 to the centre of that pipe. 7,420. Let's get back down. So lad, I think it's literally back to the drawing board.
Yeah, we need to go back.
Because that ain't going to fit. What we've drawn there won't fit where we wanted it to be. So them walkways, we're going to have to reduce the size of them down to 600 from a metre, and these legs are going to land in different positions over the plant at the moment. So we've marked out on the floor where it needs to be, we've took the dimensions, we've got the heights, so now it's down to you to box something together, and then we'll send that over to CDE just to double check that everything will actually align and the rotor sieve's in the right position before we do start any fabrication.
Yeah.
So we'll get it okayed off these men. Yeah, you happy with that?
Time to make some magic then.
Yeah. Now you're going to have to pull it out of the bag pretty quick, because I wanted to order the steel for this tomorrow, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I wanted to order the steel for this tomorrow, but it ain't going to fit. So it's not far out, but it's far out. Yeah. It's hard to explain on camera. It's hard to explain, but you're just going to have to go away, do a drawing, and then we'll relay your drawing to this drawing to show you. We can show you the changes that we're having to make. Basically, we're going to have to make a smaller frame, and with some cantilever walkways coming out from the frame, from the main frame. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually holding the sieve. So it won't alter any section sizes. All it's going to add is a walkway that's cantilevered off the frame. So anyway, good job we come and checked and had a little chat. We'll get there in the end. But the plant looks good. The plant looks good. Can't wait to see that press running. CDE. Back to the workshop.
We've just arrived now at Glebe Quarry. It is 20 to 10. We left about I left about 3:30 this morning. Picked the lads up, and as you can see, we've got it in position. Well, they've already got it in position for us. Just want to show that, Frank. Now, most of the feet actually are all right, apart from this top end on that top side. It's relatively level, considering how bad the floor actually is. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not. Whoever it levels is a little bit out here. Either your man with levels or your concrete, who needs a bit more practice, I'd say. But as you can see, that one, these three, and then them three on the far side, they all want packing definitely. But it's not a million miles out. But hopefully the guys have allowed us enough room here to get the walkway, and it looks like they have done. Now the floor looks a little bit lumpy here, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see where that sits, won't we, Frank? But we'll stick time lapse on and get going. So as you can see, Frank is doing the last hole. We're pretty much done here. That's the sort the ends out. Got all everything put them down. Everything's packed. All the additional heads, threads have been cut off. See, we ended up packing quite a little bit up on this one, like I showed you before on them legs. But the Daz and Frank did have a bit of a nightmare actually fabricating this, just because of the floor. As you know, everything's on different angles and everything's just sloping. The whole ground slopes across that direction and also that direction, the length of the ramp. So I'm going to suggest to Baz that we don't actually make any more of these on uneven ground like this, just because of how much of a hassle it's been for everyone involved, really. Adam at Clark, I don't know, he had to pull his hair out a little bit at times with it, just because it was so difficult to get your head around. Everything's welded. Everything that needed to be welded has been welded. Hand railings on. Sector on, set the bolts down. We have to put them 2 bolts down there. Mesh clamps are on. So they're just going to run one at wagons up the ramp now that we've just finished. Just guiding Mum, it's his first time. But it is for that. You guys have seen the ramps before, it's nothing new, is it? But no, it does look well. The boys are happy, everyone's happy. And we're going to do Cornwall, fit a wash ramp and back again in the day.
So the boys have just got back from Glebe Quarry. Any issues?
No, a few levels, but plenty of packers, isn't it, right?
Plenty of packers in it were right. I was a little bit worried about that job, I'll be honest with you, because the concrete was all over the place, so every leg was at a different height. luckily it's fitted and no issues, and the boys have done it in a day, but an 18-hour day.
Yeah, 700-mile round trip near as night.
700-mile round trip, back and back in the morning, which is today. So I taught him well, didn't I? That's how we used to do things back at Hurt Plant, yeah? We go to a job, no matter where it is in the country, we get it done, we get home. Some people might not agree with that, but that's just how I am. So good job, Cal. Good job there.
We all did well.
And the boys, did they perform, yeah?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
No issues at all.
Good.
To be fair.
So when there's a job like that, I always say there's not a lot of work being done that day because you're just driving all day, aren't you? But anyway, brilliant. That's that job. Wash ramp number 6, done, dusted, out the way. I'll put a picture on the screen now with a wagon on it. Yeah, now then, these wash ramps, yeah, you can order them. That was designed just for 8-wheelers, that wash ramp there for Glebe. You can order them for an Arctic. So, like you see a picture there with the Arctic backed up on it. Obviously, it needs a walkway and stairs on the opposite side. Yeah, and you can spec them up to, if you wanted to put one unloaded, you put one unloaded, or if you want to go over 20 tonne, over 30 tonne, over 35 tonne, you can spec them up to whatever spec you want. You can also run a pit jack down the centre if you wanted to as well. So yeah, that's another one out of the way, which is good now because we've got lots of other bits of jobs that we need to put through the workshop. And I better mention that machine that we mentioned last week at Howard's. Do you know it was? You said it was 10 months old.
He told me it was 10 months old.
Did he?
It's a 22, and he's only had it for 10 months.
All right, but it's 3 years old. The machine's 3 years old. So I was straight up phone to me. He said, "Baz, that machine's 3 years old, not 10 months old." You know, but his machines, I looked at it and thought, well, it's only a few months old, that machine, because they're in that good nick. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, really good nick. So there's the bucket repair running through for the old Hitachi now. I'm going to take you over to see the Hitachi. I'll put a picture on screen now of before it was renovated, yeah, and it's been brought back to its former glory. And I'll take you to the site where it is to show you the actual machine, yeah. It looks like brand new, an old 1960, 1970 Hitachi. I've got an email here off Burnley College again. Remember a few chapters back we had an email. Well, this is off Lee Moffat. He's the lecturer there. And what the lads have actually done, remember when we built the frame for Steve Allen & Sons, the stonemason's frame, they've actually done one themselves at college. Andy sent me a little video of the drawings of what they've done. I don't know if they've actually fabricated one, but they've drawn it anyway. Whether they're going to fabricate one in the near future or not, I'm not too sure. But I'll put a picture on the screen of the video that they've sent me, and I'll just read this out, this email that they've sent me. Thanks again for the shout out the other week on one of your chapters. To say thanks, some of the lads in the group have made some models and engineering drawings of the stonemason's frame you built. They have produced an assembling model and a couple of manufacturer's drawings for some of the parts, although we have taken some liberties with the sizes as we obviously don't know the actual dimensions. We put the WELDERFABBER logo on for you as the designs obviously belong to you. As I said previously, your videos are a great inspiration and to potential engineers, so we thought this was a good way of saying thanks. All the best, Baz, and keep up the good work, Lee. So now that's a lecturer at Burnley College. That's good, that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So they've looked at our work on the channel and basically looking at it within the classroom and then building it or doing the drawings for it.
Clever, isn't it?
I'd say they'd be probably building one of them next, wouldn't they? You know, there's not much to it really to build one of them, but really appreciate that, Lee, and the class of M1. I think it's M1 anyway. M1. And yeah, I'll take you out to see that machine in the next chapter because it looks brand new, I'll tell you now. So we've come to an end of a chapter here now. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, before I go, I'm going to have to tell you, I've started watching my new favourite channel on YouTube, yeah? Murphy's Diesel. Right, it's like a recovery channel. Go and check it out on YouTube. I can't stop watching it. I don't watch normal telly. I don't watch any TV when I've got spare time. I don't watch Netflix. I don't watch anything, not really. I just watch YouTube, especially Murphy's Diesel.
Yeah, have a look.
Right, and I just started following last night on Insta. Right, and he just started following me back. So cheers for that, Rich, if you're watching. Doubt it, but it might be. Thanks, guys. Catch you on the next one.